King and fellas, I'm OrosZ, and this is another episode of Borderlands The Handsome Collection, and in today's episode, we're inside the Friendship Gulag, a really small location where this quest takes place, the good, the bad, and the Mordecai. I guess Mordecai's the ugly, in this case. And this also is the location where Roland would have been taken if it wasn't for us defeating the Constructor really fast in a previous main mission. So yeah, if you fail to rescue Roland, this is where he's taken, and then you have to save him from here. So you have to defeat that constructor anyway. And I only ever had it happen to me like maybe once or twice. So the reflections in these buildings don't even try to pretend that we're reflecting appropriate environment. I mean, what are these fucking mountains around here? There's no mountains behind me. What the fuck even? It's like, I don't know why they even bother with these reflections if they're gonna reflect something completely inaccurate. Couldn't they just, I don't know, have like a little texture that just looked shiny? Fucking weird. Bunch of robots in this area. And I think in today's episode we're also gonna progress the main plot. We kinda have to. You know what, at least if this area had some kind of unique enemy, so there would be point of visiting it after you've done this side quest, but there really is no point in ever visiting this place. Also, I fucking love the names of loaders. You have gun loaders. They're always like loaders, and before loader it's like 3 capital letters. So you have gun loaders, EXP loaders, which doesn't stand for experience, it stands for explosion. The experience loaders. And we have fucking Hyperion engineers are turned into battle architects. It sounds fucking hilarious. Sounds like a class from a JRPG, a battle architect. You have SGT loaders, which just stands for shotgun. You have a gun loader, XP loader. Oh, XP loader is even better because he sounds like Exploder. Gun loader, Exploder.
This is the power of a siren.
I believe over there hiding from us because he's a little shy. Was a badass loader. Super badass loader, look how huge he is. Fucking missed. Such an idiot. What other loaders do we have? Another super badass one. If I didn't get OP weapons, this would have been pretty hard actually. These guys are no joke. Oh shit. Thought he was dead. Shotgun loader, badass loader. Badass battle architect. Oh, war loaders, that's another one. Another war loader. There's some more like shotgun loader. What other types of loaders are there?
Fear me, bitches!
Junk loaders later in one of the DLCs with like a JNK junk loader. That's another funny name. There's like angelic guards, but well, they're also loader types. Oh, ion loaders later. They make shields around enemies. Ion loaders. I don't know. There's like one type of loader that I'm thinking of, but I don't remember what they're called. Shit. Hot loaders. There you go. Hot loaders. That's another fucking great name. What's going on here with this treasure?
I tell you, right, Mobley? Of course. I'm your pal, Carson. Now where's that chest?
The flats, buried under a grave. So when do we bust out of here?
How could he had a gun with him in prison?
No surprises there. I've heard of that Mobley guy. Small
Mobley?
Take him out! Watch yourself.
So Mobley betrayed. So first we had Carson and his brother get shot by some Hyperion motherfucker. And then Carson got put in prison where he met Mobley, and now both that Hyperion asshole and Mobley are after our fucking treasure that legally belongs to us. Because we really want it. And that's enough of a reason for it to be ours and no one else's. And I believe in today's episode, I'm actually gonna go to the fridge. Yeah, I hate the fridge. No one likes the fridge. Though it's not as bad as Sawtooth Cauldron. That is the worst location in the game. Though at least in the case of Sawtooth Cauldron, you can do pretty much all side quests there along doing the main quest. So if you manage to do everything there is to do on your first attempt there, you don't really need to go back to that place ever. So, hell yeah. We can pull this off. But yeah, Fink's Slaughterhouse is probably coming up. And instead of... In my original Borderlands 2 Let's Play, I just simply did those houses on my own. I didn't record me doing that. But on this playthrough, I do want to record that. Jesus Christ. You know, I only ate like 2 tiny fucking sandwiches for breakfast, and I don't know, man, like, they just... Fucking... getting spam calls all the goddamn time, why? Where did I left my email for these motherfuckers to know now? Fucking love these messages from my old workplace that I'm still getting. Yeah, there's a Ghost of Yote State of Play coming later. I think next month there's gonna be like a State of Play specifically for the Ghost of Yote. You know, it's gonna be a good game. I can already pretty much tell, because Ghost of Tsushima was good. I don't see a reason why Sucker Punch would all of a sudden sucker punch themselves and make a really shitty one. I don't really see why and how they would pull that off. I mean, unless they did it on purpose, as some kind of fucked up statement that they hate their job or something. But yeah, they tackle a interesting time period of Japan. I guess that's the gimmick with this series, that they're not going for some obvious Japan time period like everyone else does. They're actually dwelling into more uncharted territory of the Japanese history. That's why I'm not upset with the Ghost of Yote, because at least it doesn't look like every other fucking game that's always set in Japan. Every fucking game nowadays is set in Japan. But if there's like a unique twist on it, then it's cool, but most of the time there really isn't. So whenever I see another game being set in Japan, I'm just rolling my fucking eyes. Like, how many fucking games set in Japan do we need? Sometimes during like presentations we get like 3 fucking games set in Japan about samurais. Yeah, I think there was like a presentation a while back where they announced Phantom Blade Zero. And they announced, I think it was also the place where they announced the Rise of Ronin. And they announced, I don't know, was it Assassin's Creed Shadows? But fucking all these games set in the same fucking setting. And, well, Rise of the Ronin is pretty good, from what I've heard. Haven't played it yet myself. But Phantom Blade Zero looks fucking awesome, actually. And Assassin's Creed Shadows looks like fucking garbage, so yeah. Over here is a really cool. Fucking the dust is great when it comes to farming for legendaries, because you can get like a lot of legendaries in one run. And yeah, we gotta search graves. Ain't this one. It's probably not this one either, so fuck this grave. How about this grave? Why is there Ellie statues being buried in graves? What the fuck? Oh. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Didn't meant to. Nothing in this grave other than ammo. Strange that someone got buried in trash. Maybe this one? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry for disturbing your peace. Oh, how ironic. I got life out of a grave. You know what, I am a vault hunter, so me digging through graves is kind of what I do. Another Ellie statue, what the fuck? I was talking about Konami last episode and the new Metal Gear, what the fuck is that, a beach ball? Oh yeah, it's a volleyball. I guess someone really took it hard when I burned that volleyball net in some previous episode. How many fucking Ellie statues have we undug already? Scram. Okay, that's good. That's funny. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, it's always this grave. This is the grave you have to dig up. So, I on purpose left it for last. And now we have Mobley here. He's the bandit that shot Carson in prison. And over there we have Gettle, the Hyperion goon.
That Hyperion jackass here. You bandits, put down your guns and move back from the stash now! Better idea, jackass. We all draw when the church bell rings for the third time. A trucks can stand off? Fine.
A freeway standoff? Oh shit. This guy drops the Varuk, this guy drops the Layuda. Both are great fucking legendary weapons. Let's see if I can get at least one of them.
That was satisfying, huh?
I didn't got a single one of them. Well, that sucks. Yeah, I kinda wish I did though. That would've been cool.
Congrats. Hope you make better use of them than I did.
XP gained from combat? What type of relic do I have? Fight for your lifetime. I don't really need fight for your life because I barely ever enter fight for your life. So how about we go with that XP gained from combat instead? Maybe that'll help me to level up faster. Yeah, you know what? I always go with this fight for your life. And now what we can do an interesting thing. Make sure to approach here, okay? If you want to get the Nukem, which is a legendary Duke Nukem reference. It's a legendary Duke Nukem reference rocket launcher. But you know what? You have to be very specific on how you approach that. Because if you just kind of jump directly to where the enemy who spawns and drops it is, they're not gonna spawn. You have to walk around.
Bitches.
So you have to jump from this side and then walk all over here. And there's like a bandit camp over here that like never gets used in this entire game. Like you never really have to go here and it's a little bit strange. But yeah, if you were to directly jump over there, that enemy not only has a chance of spawning and it's not guaranteed spawn, but it also doesn't spawn if you approach it a little bit too quickly. You have to know how to approach it properly. It's like real animals, I guess. You know, one thing that bothers me in Borderlands 3 is that when you fight Goliaths, they regain their health as soon as you shoot them in the head. But in Borderlands 2, they regain their health after they're done throwing away their guns and screaming. So if you shoot a Goliath in the head and then if he's doing his animation, you have a brief moment where you can just unload all of your magazine into their face and possibly kill them before they even manage to become superpowered. I guess if you're doing that XP exploit that I've shown you before, it's even better if you put on an XP gain relic. You know what, maybe if I started an Ultimate Vault Hunter playthrough and only got myself to that part of the game, I feel like I could probably pull off getting to Sanctuary on Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, even though I hate that mode. And over here there's like a unique spider ant that didn't really appear this time, but sometimes they do. They're called the... I don't remember what the fuck they're called. The Widow Maid? The Black Widow or something? Yeah, and they show up here. And it's not a guaranteed spawn, like I said. But if they did show up, then they also have a chance of dropping the Nukem, which is a legendary grenade, rocket launcher. It's pretty good. Kind of like short distance rocket launcher, but it's got some insane damage on it. And if I actually did got it, it could very well replace this rocket launcher I have, which would be pretty cool. But since the only mission I have right now is the one for removing the power core, I think I'm just gonna exit this place by doing this really quickly. Yeah, another game they announced is Everybody Golf. I cannot believe a new Everybody Golf game got announced. I hope this is the direction Sony takes. They didn't even bother to show Marathon in this state of play because I don't know if Sony still has some hopes for Marathon. Like at this point, it's a little too late to cancel it or anything like that, even though everybody knows that the game's assets were stolen basically, so that's extremely bad fucking PR. Like you couldn't ask for even worse PR. I mean, you could, I don't know, the main producer of the game could have turned out to be a pedophile or some shit, but stealing assets is probably, well, not as bad, but also really bad. I don't know, the main programmer turning out to be a fucking wife beater would have been even worse. Or just straight up, I don't know, the fucking main director of the game being a serial killer would have been actually kind of hilarious. Because I don't think something like that ever fucking happened in the video game history. Where some video game director turned out to be a fucking serial killer.
Out of my way.
But Marathon's got such bad rap already, it wouldn't really fucking help them. I don't know what they would have to do. Remake the game and this time make it original? That would have been fucking stupid. So now they just have to release this fucking half-stolen game and pretend everything's cool and we didn't steal anything and it's like fine and please forgive us. But like even if the game didn't have these stolen assets, it's a fucking extraction shooter. It looks like every single other game on the market. Why would you give a shit about it? That's my question whenever some game gets announced. Why would I give a fuck? Give me a reason to care. Why would you... How would you convince me to play it? Someone who doesn't play games like this. And like, what am I supposed to fucking... Play a game I know I will hate? It's just like, I don't give a shit, you know? It's pointless getting into a... Trying to break into a market that's already oversaturated with a bunch of other failures. So you're just gonna add to the pile, you're gonna be another failure. I predict Marathon's gonna live for about half a year maybe. Maybe a year, and then they're gonna slow down with the updates, not release any significant ones, just gonna like release some hot fixes and stuff. People are gonna complain how the game has been neglected. And it's gonna be true, it is gonna be neglected, and that's just kind of how it's gonna be, and it's an unfortunate truth. I don't know what the fuck I can say. It sucks, it certainly does, but like, kind of fucking asked for it by making this game. Could have made something original, could have made a single-player adventure game that's a lot of people would be more willing to try, because a lot of more people are willing to try something where you turn the game on, beat it, and you move on with your life, you know? Not something that requires you to play daily and shit like that. What's up, Scooter? Fixing shit? Cool.
Let me know if anything catches your eye.
I believe there was a rumor that the reason Borderlands 4 moved its release date to closer than further. First of all, I believe that was just a marketing stunt, you know? Maybe they even saw what Yakuza did, where they actually genuinely... Oh my god, look at the sky being orange, that's pretty nice. Yakuza did the same thing with their pirate Yakuza, where they said that the development is coming along so nicely that they're just gonna move the release date a little bit closer rather than further away. And maybe Gearbox noticed that, and they were like, shit, we should do that too. So I genuinely think the original release date for Borderlands 4 wasn't even real. It was like a fake release date. They did it on purpose, so then they could later reveal the real release date, and then claim that, oh, the development was coming along so nicely, we're just gonna release it earlier than we were planning, even though they're releasing it on the same exact time that they were always planning to do. Quite a genius marketing stunt, if you ask me. Because, well, I believe Yakuza genuinely did it, and it wasn't a marketing stunt. But with Gearbox's case, I kind of doubt they were like doing it out of the goodness of their heart. That, oh, you know, well, the development's coming along so nicely, we're gonna release it earlier. Why the fuck not? Somehow, Ryuga Gotoku, I trust that they did it because the development was coming along so nicely. But with Gearbox, I kind of have a feeling they saw that, and then they came up with this marketing scheme that I just talked about. I don't know. But yeah, what was the point of me saying all that? Oh yeah, also, people speculated that the release date was moved because of Marathon, and that Borderlands 4 didn't want it to clash with Marathon because Marathon's coming along out similar time as Borderlands 4. But listen, I genuinely believe that Borderlands is gonna sell way fucking better and gonna be much more successful. People are really just underestimating this franchise, to be honest. Borderlands 2, the game I'm playing right now, sold 30 fucking million copies. That's a ridiculous fucking number. It's an insanely well-selling game. Borderlands 3 didn't sell as well, but it still sold like over 20-something million copies. It's a huge fucking franchise, and people just don't seem to treat it as such. When Borderlands 4 had its fucking gameplay trailer revealed, I only saw a Borderlands-focused channel talking about it. Like fucking all the normie video game channels that cover news. They didn't even fucking mention it. I was like, why the fuck's no one talking about it, man? What the fuck? Anyway, remove the core. Oh no, Sanctuary is undefended. The fuck are you saying, dude? That's probably racist. Traxican is like this universe equivalent of Mexico, I guess. I guess there's a place called Traxico. Sounds fucking stupid. I'm looking at the PlayStation thing. There was a game called Sword of the Sea, which is made by the people who made Journey. I actually did do a Journey Let's Play a while back. For some reason, like one of my first Let's Plays I've ever did was Journey. I figured because of... And I did that entire Let's Play in just one sitting in one day. And it's kind of a mess of a Let's Play. For example, episode 1 I recorded after the final episode because... I don't know, it was a mess and everything, but... I don't really feel like redoing that Let's Play, to be honest with you. So it's just gonna be the way it is, and I don't know if you're gonna go back and watch that Let's Play of mine. Maybe we will have a fun little throwback to the beginning of my channel. Another game is the fucking Hitman creators James Bond game. And bro, I didn't really care for that game much because I'm not a huge fan of James Bond. Even though I do wanna watch all these movies at some point and become a James Bond fan. But yeah, I never did really watch any of them. So, but this game looks fucking awesome. It looks like an Uncharted game, you know? I mean, James Bond looks like Nathan Drake. Got the same haircut. It's enough to... Oh no, Reese got... What was his name again? I don't remember. But he got blown up. Who's gonna stand here and look at stuff now? Guess I'm gonna do it now. Oh, we're being attacked because the power core was fake. And turns out Angel, who was helping us this entire time, is actually evil. But yeah, someone's gotta keep his post. I'm gonna do it. Alright, Jesus, this is fucking boring. I don't know how this guy fucking managed to stand there in one place all day. Meet who? Me? Oh, okay. Private Jessup. Doing a good job, man. I'm proud of you. Yeah, and the James Bond game, First Light, I think it's called? Yeah, 007 First Light. I think someone just blew up in front of me. I wasn't looking. And it looks so fucking good. This is what I'm fucking talking about, you know? It seems to be a single-player, story-driven adventure about James Bond going on all these fucking espionage missions and awesome shit. You sneak around because it's from the creators of Hitman, and the Hitman is one of the best stealth franchises ever, alongside Metal Gear. You know, when people talk about stealth franchises, they always bring up Metal Gear, obviously. They invented stealth. Then they bring up Splinter Cell, maybe Hitman, but people often neglect Sniper Elite. That's another really good stealth franchise. I fucking love the first game. The first game's kind of old, and it was more of a sniper game than a stealth game. Oh, look, it's glowing Sanctuary. And then The second game was very popular. I never really played it. A friend of mine beaten it on like the hardest difficulty, which props to him. It's the friend who I recorded a let's play of Terraria with, where he runs around in the background. His nickname's Boss. So yeah, that's what I called him throughout that let's play. And I actually recorded a let's play with him when I was recording a let's play of Jump King on this channel, because it was actually him playing the game, not me. So I decided to invite him over to record commentary with me. It didn't really work all that well. You can barely hear what we're saying, so that kind of sucks. But whatever, I don't really care. And what else? Yeah, I should have been saving the town, I guess. I don't really care. Yeah, so Hitman games are great. Pretty much all of them are great. I don't think any of them are bad. Maybe some of them had some bad rep for how they handled monetization and shit like that, I think. That's probably because Hitman for a while was a Square Enix franchise. Yeah, don't piss yourself, Roland. Jesus Christ, I'm looking through your shit. Don't fucking rush me, you bitch. I'll do it when I feel like it.
5 years ago, Roland and his friends opened the vault because Angel and I tricked them into doing it.
Yeah, if you played Borderlands 1, Angel was this like voice in your head that kept telling you what to do.
Such a monster.
And now it turns out that it was all orchestrated by Handsome Jack. Oh no, Roland, are you alright? I don't give a shit if you're alright. I can only carry one. Okay, maybe two. Alright, I can carry more. Where's the fifth one? There it is.
Got the iridium. I need it. Get to the center of town.
6,000? How much does mine SMG has? 4,000, so they are better, okay. I was worried that maybe these guns I have here are actually not as good. No, they're really fucking good. I want them in my equipment, goddammit. And look at these fucking things. Plus 5 skill points to a bunch of fucking skills. Increased movement speed. Or phase lock is active. I want it. And chain lightning, that's a really cool grenade mod. Not as powerful as mine, but well, it's kind of hard to be more powerful than the fastball. That's like the most powerful grenade in the game. Bonus pack is also powerful. Rolling Thunder, I believe, is also pretty powerful. But chain lightning is pretty cool too. What's up? What's up? Give me the. Here you go.
I've never used this much. You might want to hang on.
The chain lightning kind of works like fastball, except instead of throwing a grenade, you shoot lightning out of your hand. And then it like bounces between characters. It's a legendary grenade mod from one of the DLCs.
I'll see you on the other side, though. I promise. Hit it, Scooter.
Man, this is one of them moments. Catch a ride!
The Helios station is kind of pathetic for not even being able to just blast a city to smithereens with one big shot or something. So if you don't remember, in Borderlands the pre-sequel, the Helios station was capable of shooting a fucking giant laser. You got 2 sires, don't fucking forget that, you jackass. I'm a siren too, fucking asshole. Yeah, now because we broke that, the giant laser that Helios was capable of shooting. No, I'm not, don't worry about it. Well, I guess if we didn't destroy that laser... Well, actually, in the pre-sequel, we didn't really meant to destroy it, because we were on the side of Jack, so we wanted it working. But we were tricked into destroying it, and I guess if it wasn't destroyed, then Helios Station would genuinely be capable of just obliterating Sanctuary. Without much trouble. Now, can I go to Sanctuary Hall? That's a funny little location. No, I believe you can access Sanctuary Hall after you get back to Sanctuary. After Sanctuary becomes a flying city and stays like that for the rest of the game. How long is this episode? Oh, it's about to end, so that's cool. Yeah, see, if we fucking remove that power core, we wouldn't be able to do any of these side quests that I just did for the last 2 episodes, so yeah, I would have to wait with that. But by the time I would get back to Sanctuary and be able to do these side quests again, well, they would be a lot more outdated. Sea of Remnants, another unique game. This honestly, the State of Play had a lot of like really good games. Even the games I didn't care about, I I thought were good. It's just that they didn't really appeal to me personally. You know what? I do like having more XP from combat. I'm getting 3 XP per kill. Not bad, I guess. I don't know. I feel like overall, maybe I should. Well, maybe that's what I should start investing in. Like, if I need another relic, I'm gonna try to get one that like increases my XP gained. This one gives me 7.4, kind of a weird number, but whatever. XP from combat. Maybe I should start looking for even better relics like this one. You know, there's only one legendary relic in this entire game. I believe it's called the Blood of Terramorphous, and it's really fucking rare. So I don't really believe I'm ever gonna get it. But yeah, there's only one legendary relic in this entire game. Head towards the fridge. I wish I could just teleport there.
I love the way you Vault Hunters just up and trusted Angel. Never occurred to you that she was working for me, did it? I did the same thing to the last 4
It
Vault
did. I
Hunters.
saw her
I'll be
picture on your
honest.
desk when I was playing the
This
Priest
time,
before, and I knew.
way funnier.
That's Angel. I said, what a sweet little angel. I mean, yeah, the pre-sequel came out after this game, but if you play this chronologically, like we did in this playthrough, you would know that Angel worked for Jack. That's why I genuinely believe you shouldn't play pre-sequel before 2. Pre-sequel feels like a cherry. Like, Borderlands 2 is really good, and pre-sequel feels like... maybe not cherry on top, but like... if Borderlands 2 is like... I don't know how to compare it. Well, it's like Season 2 of Borderlands 2. It's different, but I'd say just as good. If not in some aspects, way better, because it replaces the stupid slag element with an awesome ice element. It features low gravity, which is fucking awesome, bot slamming, ORosZ kits are way much useful than relics. There's laser weapons, which are awesome. The playable characters in the pre-sequel are also way better than Borderlands 2. And you know what? I've been seeing a lot more very ambitious mods to Borderlands. I'm still waiting for the day when someone manages to get pre-sequel Vault Hunters into Borderlands 2 and the other way around. I think that would be fucking awesome. I would want to, like, if I could play Borderlands 2 as Handsome Jack, the doppelganger, that'd be fucking awesome. Oh, and if they add like ice weapons and weapons from the pre-sequel to this, that would be fucking dope as fuck. And yeah, Happy Pig Motel. We're gonna finish this episode, I guess. So yeah, State of Play was really good. I'm probably gonna keep on talking about it in the next episode. Oh yeah, Sea of Remnants looks like a pirate adventure game with a very cool looking, unique art style. And I've honestly am interested in seeing what this game is in the future. So that's cool. See you fellas in the next episode. Bye.